where's your mom?
My mom is right over here.
Okay, you're the mother.
Yes, mom.
God saved him from death.
Thank you, man of God.
God save you from the dead.
Yes, man of God. Yes.
I'm seeing a ring.
Yes, man of God.
You want to be my friend?
Definitely.
I know you are ready to change, okay?
My name is Bernhard Zaaruka. The woman standing next to me is my lovely mother, Zaaruka, and we come from Namibia. I'd like to firstly thank God for delivering me, and I'd like to confirm the prophecy which you just watched on screen right now to be true. Prophet T.B. Joshua prophesied that God saved me from death, as well as that I received a ring which basically gave me evil spirits, and that he could see that I'm ready to change and I want to change, which is true. I come from a wealthy family, very wealthy family in Namibia, which is respected as well, with a lot of love. My parents love us a lot and give us a lot of good advice. I let all of that wealth and love get to my head and resulted in me becoming stubborn, complacent, not listening to them. And I basically just did what I wanted to do because I thought I had it all. It resulted in me becoming a thief. I stole money, a large sum of US dollars from my dad, and I used that money to go out, to party, to buy drugs, which basically include alcohol, cigarettes, weed, and cocaine. And I would go out with my friends, buy them whatever they wanted, be with a group of girls, and I'd basically just do what I want. My friends even ended up stealing money from me because I had so much, but I didn't care because I knew I could just get some more the next day. It affected my academics because I didn't pay attention to my studies because I was partying too much. My parents sent me to South Africa to study in university and in high school and primary school. And I basically I didn't focus on my studies because I didn't think I needed to study, because I got distracted by the drugs and by my so-called friends. And it also resulted in my little brother, who looks up to me, and I'm actually a bad example to him because he looks up to me and he started doing the same things that I was doing, like stealing, smoking, and drinking. So I feel quite guilty for that. I was addicted to playing video games. I played a lot of video games. And I would also go into the internet and watch pornography for hours and just be distracted by that. The ring I received from someone around 5 years ago, I didn't think anything of it, to be honest. But ever since I put that ring on and I lost it as well, I basically invited a lot of evil spirits into my life. Although I thought it was just me doing these things by myself. I thought it was my will. I didn't think anything of no ring, but I confirmed that to be true. And I lost the ring, but I guess the ring was still on me spiritually. I would go out, I'll tell my mom I'm going to go buy a cigarette, and then I would show up 2 days later. I wouldn't give them any warning or tell them what I was going to do or where I was going or when I was coming back. I'd go out and drink and party and just come back whenever I wanted and expected everything to be all right at home because, I took advantage of them. I took advantage of their love, and because I knew they loved me, I knew, okay, they're going to forgive me, so I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Not realizing that my life is going down the drain. My dad, my whole family looks up to me because, my dad even named me after him. I'm Bernhard Jr. I'm his first son from my mom, and they look up to me to take over the empire that is built for the family. I'm supposed to take care of my family as well, even though I'm young. I'm the eldest born son, so I'm not doing myself any justice. I know God's given me a great destiny. I know it. I've always known it since I was born, and I think by knowing that, I took advantage of it and didn't work towards it because I thought it would just come to me on a silver platter. But I know now that that's not the way things work. My parents honestly have tried everything in their power. My dad sent me to rehab for 3 months. or it was against my own will. Like I didn't know I was going. He just said we're going to Cape Town, and next thing I'm in rehab. So I didn't take it seriously. He also took me to a clinic with this new technology in medicine where they basically put an implant in my bum, which helps prevent craving and urges. And I would have to administer tablets every morning, which are antidepressants, to help with the cravings. But I actually cheated them the whole time. They don't know this. I would put it under my tongue and then pretend to swallow it and then spit it out later on. So they tried everything. They really did try everything. Even for me, I think my dad told me my back's against the wall right now. This is my last option. This is my last bus stop. And they brought me here, actually against my own will as well. They insisted. I even put demands, like if I don't come without a new cell phone, I'm not going to come. And they bought me a new cell phone. And they tried their absolute best, and that's what brought me here.
Tell us, since after that touch you received from the prophet?
Basically, after he touched me, I believe that I'm saved and I'm free. My thought patterns, my cravings for everything has gone. This is the longest I've gone without smoking or doing drugs in my entire life. Actually, that's for as long as I can remember, this is the longest time I've gone. And I don't have any urge or will or thoughts to go back to that life or to even try to do it. It doesn't feel right, and it's not.
The urge is no more there.
It's not there anymore.
So you've never stayed this long without taking drugs, alcohol?
Never.
You do it every day?
Every single day.
But since last Sunday? Nothing?
Since last
Shall
Sunday.
we put our hands together for Jesus Christ? You know, you said you used to have the urge, go out with ladies. Do you still have that spirit of lust? Do you still have all those feelings?
No, I don't. I think it's this place. It's something about this place. But I don't have that feeling. I'm actually more concerned about myself. I never loved myself, if I'm honest. But I think Jesus and this whole prophecy and everything has brought the love back to me. I want the best for myself right now. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Thank you. Let's clap for Jesus Christ.
My name is Zaaruka. We came from Namibia. The young man standing next to me is my son, Bernhard Zaaruka. I feel very happy. This young boy gave us sleepless nights. Especially when he was in South Africa. Especially like weekends. We gave him a credit card, and the credit card was connected to one of our credit cards. And when he's in club, whenever he's buying, we see it where he is. So we go in Google Map and we Google and see where he is. Well, we don't phone him because what will help? We know if you phone him, he won't answer. And we see what he buy, also how much he was just spending. We don't sleep. You cannot sleep. You don't know what to think. I'm sure when he's drinking, he's also doing other things like drugs and, womanizing, or maybe, He's supposed to be in a hostel, in a university. And that place is very far. I don't know how many kilos from where the university is and where he goes. Deep. As parents, we get worried. So then sometimes we go to South Africa without letting him know. We just go there. We just suppress him. When we went there for the second time, actually the second time, we were so surprised when we took our kid. When he was moving, he was like, when he went there, he had a nice body. When he walked, these small boys, they move. But when we went there, we found our son became so skinny and just like a homeless person. You could see he's into something deep, not weed, something. We don't know what it was, but it was not weed, maybe something, we don't know what it is. Then that time it was almost at the end of the year. So my husband actually wanted just to take him immediately, come with us. Then my daughter said, no, We must not take him. It's only a few months to finish. We don't want him later on to blame us. Say, no, you took me out from the university. Now it's why I'm, My daughter said, no, let him fail. We know he's going to fail. Once he fails, we are not going to take him back to school. So he failed. When he failed, he came to school. He came back to home. Our heart sank when we saw him. The way he was wearing, he came from South Africa in the plane. When he was wearing, he was like going with the wind. If there's a strong wind, he will just go. So we were wondering, what is it? We became detective. We bought a drug test. We bought breath, the one they used to breathe to look, to see if you have taken alcohol. We bought all those. So every night, we test him. Bought a box full of those testing. And then, these kids in our days, they are very clever. We go in YouTube and look all the, what it is. And they also go in YouTube and maybe go and see how can they hide. At the beginning when they go in the toilet, we let them go in the toilet to go and pee for the urine. And they become so clever. They hide it behind the toilet and they put water. Then when you test, it shows negative. Then you are thinking, there's something. I went one day behind the toilet. I found a cup with dark stinging urine. Then I thought, what is this? Then I also started to become clever. Whenever they pee, I'm there standing with them in the toilet. I have to see. They pee while I'm holding the thing. They are my son. I hold the thing. We come and test. Then we see, he's using cocaine. So, and it was just all those things. So we sent him to the rehab for 3 months. When he went there, he was not smoking cigarette. When he came out, he started to smoke like a chimney. Smoking like a chimney.
After being to the rehab?
Yeah, after being to the rehab.
Became worse?
It became worse with a cigarette. He was not, when he went there, he was not smoking a cigarette. So and then, the other things he said, the implant, we thought this would help. But when we also went and realized, we read the side effect, it was not good because it had to do with his brain. So we stopped it. And then now we were thinking, what must we do with this son? And his young son, brother also started. He started also to drink and smoke weed. I was more heartbroken because, say, he's a big brother. He's supposed to look after his brother. And sometimes you find them smoking together behind the house. Every time they go out from the house, I also sneak and see what they are doing. When I come the night time, I see this smoke. When I come there, I say, no, we were just talking. I say, no, I know how weed smell like. These things make me very angry. So then my husband really wanted to throw him out from the house. I thought to myself, no, we must talk. We are just going to, if we throw him out from the house, he will just become worse. He's our son. We are parents. This is a test. As parents, this is a test. We must really just think of something. And then I started to watch Emmanuel TV. One of my friends came here, and he told me about this place. So I started to watch. I never knew that. Actually, I did not know what they do at here, at SCOAN. So I started to watch day and night. I sleep only 2 hours. I'm actually addicted to Emmanuel TV. So I watch day and night, even daytime I watch. Even my husband, he was complaining until he left me to watch Emmanuel TV. So I told my husband, and my husband agree. I think this is we must take him to Nigeria. And we were so happy when we told them. They did not like, they wanted to come to Nigeria, you know? I mean, it's the first time we want to come and see how Nigeria is.
Since the man of God prophesied to him last Sunday and delivered him, can you tell us the changes you have noticed in the life of your son?
He became more like lovable, like, you know, before he was like, we were always close, but when he started to use this substance, he started to come like, you know, his heart is like in bondage. He's not like open, you know? Like before we talk about anything. But I could see the result now when we came here. He's happy, we talk, we pray. Every night before we go and sleep, we pray, we read the books of Prophet T.B. Joshua, and we read the Bible. He read the Bible. He read the Bible.
Shall we put our hands together for Jesus Christ? So all these are evidences that your boy is completely delivered.
Yes, he's completely delivered. My advice to parents, you know, don't give up to your kids. I know some kids are violent, some are not, but we must not give up to our kids. We must bring your kids to Nigeria. Bring the kids to SCOAN. This is the only hope. This is the only hope. I mean, the side effect of this place is the best.
I'd like to advise the youth all over the world to abstain, not to try any drugs, not to basically also to listen to your parents, to respect them, but not to think that you're in control. Because believe me, you are never in control. Ever, ever, ever. As much as you'd like to think you're in control. And advice as well is just to pray, to have faith in God, in Jesus, and to believe in yourself as well, that you can do it. Because I didn't think I could do it, to be honest. I didn't have faith in myself, but I first put faith in God, and He gave me faith to have faith in myself and to have faith in Him, and that all came together. And I'd just like to thank Jesus for healing my dad's knees as well. My dad has bad knees. He put his hand on TV last Sunday when TB put his hand on the screen, and his knees are healed. For me, that's the biggest miracle, is my dad.